Hello, everyone. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
And today we're going to talk about the selection of the WNBA All-Stars. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese made it. Also, Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, 3 from the Indiana Fever. Welcome to Mark and Rob's Sports Showdown. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that notification bell when you do. So, Rob, there was a little concern that Caitlin Clark wasn't going to make the All-Star game, but she did. I think the uproar would have been too great, but either way, I don't think they just put her in there.
Well, you know why? Why she's in there, Mark? It's because of my vote. My one vote.
Your one vote. I voted twice for her. I didn't stuff the ballot box. So as it turns out, Caitlin Clark, which is not a surprise, she was second when they announced halfway through. She won the fan voting. She had 700,735 votes. Aaliyah Boston, surprisingly, was second. Asia Wilson was third, Brianna Stewart was fourth, and Angel Reese was fifth. Before she was seventh, so she moved up. That was 50% of the vote, as most people listening to this know. And then the media voted, and that was 25%, and also the players voted. So I was concerned the players weren't going to vote for her at all. Well, it turns out that Caitlin Clark still came in the top 10 in the overall voting for all 100% of the votes that took place. So it was the top 10 for overall votes, not fan voting, was Boston, Clark, Nafisa Collier, Khalid Cooper, Hamby, Sabrina Ionescu, Ogunbowale, Brianna Stewart, Wilson, and Jackie Young. Essentially, the fans picked 4 of the Team WNBA All-Stars, and the coaches picked 8 because there were 6 players who were on the Olympic team that were in the top 10 that didn't count towards the voting. So after that, that's what the coaches did. So there was concern that the coaches didn't like Clark, and the media might not like Clark.
Well,
the players might not like Clark. But she was in the top 10, so the coaches couldn't keep her out.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's gone. The jealousy and the hate has gone down to the coaching. I mean, especially after
with Reeve.
She doesn't count. She's a goof. But I mean, in general, once they've seen Caitlin play and how she handles herself, I mean, there's no way they could they snub her. There's no way.
Well, would have looked really silly since they double and triple team her all the time and put the best defender on her.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. We're not going to vote for you, but we double team you.
Right. So there were supposedly a couple snubs, and the first snub, supposedly that was Isa Magbeger from Seattle Storm. The reason that she was a snub, according to this one person on ESPN, was because she had a high warp. And the warp is what's called wins above replacement player. And that's where they evaluate a player who belongs to a team that is made up of him or her and 4 average players. And then the team is compared to another team made up of 4 average players and a replacement level player. So it's kind of complicated, but it's just an advanced metric. It's not, universally one thing that you're going to measure somebody with. But anyway, she was highest in that among the players who didn't make it. I was surprised DJ Carrington didn't make it because she's such a great defender, and she's not a great scorer. It's like 13 points, but she's such a great defender. And,
right.
I thought she was going to make it, but she was not rewarded for that. So I don't know. The coaches didn't think so. Maybe she was next in the voting, Anyway, so.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, she definitely is a great defender. I don't know why they wouldn't put her on the team.
Right.
No, defender, defense. Come on, how can you not put her on the team?
So Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, both who made the All-Star team last year, are on it again this year. And Angel Reese made her first All-Star game. And in relation to that, Rob, let me give you some quotes about making the All-Star team. So first, I'll talk about what Caitlin Clark had to say. Clark talked about being a teammate with Angel Reese for the first time. And she says, I don't think I've ever been her teammate before, even at USA Basketball. Now, how would she not know that? I know people will be really excited about it, but I hope it doesn't take away from everyone else. This is a huge accomplishment for everybody on Team USA and everyone on Team WNBA. They all deserve the same praise. I don't want to take away from any of that and be the focal point of the All-Star weekend because that's not fair to them. We'll be on the same team, and at least we have each other. It shows the talent we have. The future is bright. So Clark took the high road again. And that was nice of her to say that she didn't want that to, all the attention on the two of them.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, it shouldn't be, but I mean, the main reason why people are going to watch the All-Star game is because of Caitlin Clark. If she wasn't on the All-Star
don't tell Angel Reese that. It's about her too.
I know. She actually got emotional about it when she was talking about making a team.
Right, she was almost in tears.
Yeah.
And this was her. Notice the difference in how in their quotes. Well, Clark would have thanked her teammates too, but she was asked about the Angel Reese Caitlin Clark, combination. Reese said, "I'm so happy. I know the work I put in coming into this league. So many people doubted me and didn't think my game would translate, and I wouldn't be the player I was in college, or better, or would be worse, and wouldn't be where I am right now." So, she always plays the victim. And of course, she always says that all the time about how she's underestimated.
I didn't doubt her. I definitely didn't doubt, even though most people thought she should have been drafted higher than 7.
I thought she should have been drafted 4th, Rob.
Yeah, at least.
And that's only because of the size of Cameron Brink and also Camille Cardoza, mainly. And also because Angel Reese didn't really get any better from her junior year to her senior year. Her stats were actually down. So otherwise, I would have said 2nd, but she didn't get any better. So, and she still has limitations to her game, which we've covered before. But then she said something nice after that. "But I trusted the process and I believed. I'm thankful that I dropped to the number 7 pick because I was able to come to Chicago. And it's like just a blessing. I can't thank my teammates and my coaches enough for just believing in me and trusting me. I know all of them are going to come to Phoenix and support me. So I'm really happy right now." And so anyways, I like your second paragraph better than her first.
Yeah.
Because she's always saying, everybody does. Every time she gets on, she has to say people are hating on her, or doubt her, and she's a victim. And she's got to stop doing that. Just say what she said in the second paragraph.
Yeah, just say that.
We get it. That you think.
Stop it.
We get that you think that you're the victim and you're disrespected for being drafted 7th.
Yeah. But nobody doubted her. I mean, I don't know where she was getting it from. I know she heard that.
Apparently, some people doubted her, Rob. I mean, she was listed as going as 7th or 8th by the so-called experts, and I was surprised because
I was very surprised
because like Rakia Jackson was listed as 3rd, and she didn't make 1st or 2nd team All-American in her entire career.
Right.
That surprised me. I only started to play once, so I have no idea how good she was, but that surprised me. The other players. Chasey Sheldon, she was 2nd team All-American, and so was Aaliyah Edwards. So those are reasons, you can see that. But anyways, I thought she was going to be better than those 3 players, and she has been.
Right.
But other people did doubt her, but I didn't think her. I mean, I don't know if anybody said her skills wouldn't translate, because rebounding always translate. But I think it was because she didn't get better from one year to the next.
Yeah.
At least numbers wise. So anyways, that's the All-Star team. There's another 8 players that are on it. You can look it up. They got selected, but they have a good team.
So you think they're going to team WNBA is going to win?
I was going to ask you that, Rob.
I want to hear you first.
Yes, they're going to win. They won last time. What was it? 93-85, right? They won 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I believe it was 93-85. So they're going to be motivated. So we'll see.
I think this will be the toughest test for an Olympic team. This will be their toughest test. So
I know that there's a lot of pressure on the Olympic team to win this time because of Caitlin Clark. Let's be honest about it. Because if Caitlin Clark goes gangbusters, which your chances of doing that are greater because she's playing with better players, especially your passing, and maybe there'll be less defense on her because there's 4 other all-stars around her. She may go gangbusters scoring wise. People are going to just saying, why the F isn't she on the team?
And one is because most All-Star games, I've coached All-Star games. Most All-Star games, you don't have the structured offense like she's in Indiana. It's going to be a lot more free-flowing. And this is going to be her showcase. This will be a showcase. And like you said, if she drops 30, has like 12 assists, 10 rebounds, gets a triple-double, people are going to be like, why isn't she on the Olympic team?
I don't think she's going to score a lot, even though I just said something kind of contrary to that, because I think she's going to want to pass to these other really good players.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah.
And so we'll see what happens.
Think she, this thing, if she gets like 20 assists.
Yeah. See, I can see that if she plays a lot.
As long as she doesn't pass it to her teammates, Mitchell and Boston, the other people will be able to catch the ball.
The problem is it's only a 40-minute game, and there's 12 players, and it's not like she's going to play 40 minutes or 38 minutes like she does with Indiana lately. So
I'm sure the crowd's going to be clamoring. It's in Phoenix again, which they were clamoring for her, cheering for her. I'm pretty sure they're going to say, "No, we want Caitlin." She's going to play a majority of the game.
Well, she's obviously going to start, and she's going to play the most minutes because she's the best point guard on the team, but not like 38 or 40 minutes like she has been recently. So we'll see. I have no idea how many minutes she's going to play, but it wouldn't surprise me if she plays more minutes than anybody else on the team. So we'll see what happens. So let us know what you think. Who do you think? What do you think of the All-Star selections? Are you happy that Reese and Clark both made it? Who do you think is going to win the game? Make that in the comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that notification bell when you do. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And guess what, Rob? Our live show is expanding from 7 to 8 to 6 to 8 Eastern time every Monday, except for major holidays and except for the 2 weeks of the Olympics, because of our other announcement, which is live show 2 to 5 from Saturday, July 27th to August 10th, because that's going to be like a Prime show, because that's what Prime in Paris, and that's where all the marquee events. And Raul will be there sometimes. If not, when he can't make it because he's working, I'll do the show myself, or maybe I'll have a guest come in and help me out. We'll see you in the next video.